The last time I was on an airplane, one of my AirPods fell out of my ears while I was trying to sleep. It fell deep within the recess of my seat, and I had to call my flight attendant over to help find the thing without waking up everyone around me. It landed in some sort of mechanical compartment, and after using phone flashlights and some very impressive mid-air disassembly skills, the flight attendant was able to get into whatever crummy crevasse had captured my left bud, and I was soon able to resume an episode of This American Life that allowed me to resume my slumber. Now, I thought this flight staff, well, not this one, this is a stock video, but the actual attendant on my plane went above and beyond, combing through a warm, heavily used seat at 2 in the morning to find a piece of plastic that had been in a stranger's ear 5 minutes prior. But that was until I heard this story out of Texas.
Yeah, I'm just like grabbing stuff and like shaking. 3 weeks.
This is Valentina, a 9-year-old girl from Dallas who left behind her American Girl doll Beatrice on a plane earlier this summer.
She's my best friend. She has brown hair, she has like my color skin.
She had been on vacation with her family in Tokyo, and they didn't realize they were without Beatrice until they got off the flight.
Beatrice was a big part of our lives for the last 3-4 years. I am feeling sad because she's very sad.
A post online about Beatrice's disappearance led a friend to connect with another friend who connected with Jim, an American Airlines pilot who frequently flies to Tokyo.
My nature, I like helping people. I mean, that's just what I like doing.
So, during a run to Japan, the pilot dipped into the airport to track down Beatrice. She wasn't in the duty-free shop or the Delta Lounge, but she was in Lost and Found. And that pilot, who also happens to live in Dallas, hand-delivered little Beatrice back to Valentina.
Beatrice! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take one look at a map, and Beatrice is quite the solo traveler.
I have it right here.
And she traveled a lot.
5,880 miles to Haneda from DFW.
And unlike me, the doll didn't seem to bother anybody on the flight about her missing headphones.
Was she well behaved on the flight?
Very well behaved, yes.
Valentina, Beatrice, and the whole family was touched by the pilot's generosity.
There's a lot of kindness in this world.
Now, not everyone has access to a kind pilot who's willing to pick up your missing toy while palling around airports in Asia. So the next time you leave behind your person or personal electronics inside of a seat pocket, here's what you can do. Most major airlines have dedicated Lost and Found web pages through which you can file a report. According to the Washington Post, most airlines hold on to missing stuff for about 30 days before transferring them to a central Lost and Found center. Airports themselves also have Lost and Found contacts, and the TSA has a website full of phone numbers and forms you can fill out to get a hold of them. But that's just the airports and the airlines themselves. The TSA is a whole different beast. Along with your dignity, the TSA says around 100,000 items are left behind at checkpoints each and every month. The TSA claims they make every effort to reunite passengers with items left behind at checkpoints, but if the stuff you lost isn't claimed within 30 days, your stuff will either be destroyed, turned over to the state, or sold as excess property. Now, if you're worried that the government seems a bit too eager to put a missing Beatrice up for adoption, keep in mind that the TSA is not allowed to profit from abandoned material. Instead, lost items can end up at surplus centers like GovDeals, where government liquidators put this type of stuff up for auction. And it's not just stuff they find around airports. Right now, you can bid on everything from a hand-painted fire hydrant for charity, to some old parking meters, to an entire salad bar serving line, which only has a starting bid of $1. Profits from lost items found by the TSA go to the state that arranged the sale. So even if you completely end up losing your headphones the next time you're on board an airplane and they end up in the hands of the TSA, at least they'll probably be sold for funds that might fill a pothole.